welcome back to my channel. It's right here today, and if you are new, hit the subscribe button down below so you do not miss a future upload. And today is going to be another part of my mini series. This is going to be about the mamas and papas. I am planning on doing a separate one for Cass Elliot, so stay tuned for that. But without further ado, let's just get into my top 10 mamas and papas songs. So before I dive into the list, I really have sat back and tried to think and figure out how I became a Mamas and Papas fan. It definitely was not because of my mom and my dad's influence really at all. I think the song that got me into it was when we started listening to a local radio station called KDSK. I believe it was either California Dreamin' that they were playing or Monday Monday. It was like 2016, 2017, around there. And I fell in love with their music, fell in love with Cass Elliott's voice. Despite all the horrible things that went on behind the scenes of the band, the four of them together made magic, similar to ABBA, at least in my book. So at number 10 is the song called 12:30. I hope I wrote it right. I can't remember if there was like anything else on this song. Really nice song. I have not many words to say about it. I think their music, like Samantha's famous statement is, it's a vibe. I wish I could have been alive during the late 60s, just because I feel like their sound, Mamas and Papas together, kind of shifted the music industry and the way that some of the songs were being produced and done. Number 9, if you are not a huge fan of theirs and you only know like California Dreamin', Monday Monday, Dedicated to the One I Love, they did a cover of My Girl by The Temptations. I don't know what year, if it was like 67, 68, it was around, gotta have been around there sometime. Love their version. Of course, the Temps always will have a place in my heart with their version because it's so special. But the Mamas and Papas did a decent cover, so I definitely love that one. Now number 8 is, like I said at the beginning of this whole video, pretty sure this was the song. I can't remember though. It blends together. It's been so long. Number 8 is Monday Monday. I love that song. I used to I remember in 2017, I think. So I had already been a huge Carpenters fan. And then in 2017, I was like, I gotta find other of course, I think that was around the time. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think it was them in 2017 that I really started diving into their whole discography. I specifically fell in love with Cass Elliott's music. I have a bunch of her solo work, which is going to be an awesome video to dive into in the future. And I don't know what it is about the song. I just love it. It reminds me of when I was in 10th grade, which is so funny to say for modern day. But I love Monday Monday. Now number 7 is Words of Love. Now I recently got this song high on my Spotify. I think it came on again and reintroduced it to me from my Spotify AI DJ. So that is one thing I love about the app on Spotify, is that you can hit the DJ button and it'll start playing songs similar or things that you were into in certain times of the year. And this song came on, and I remember it specifically late 2023, where I was just listening to this song every single day. Love this song. Number 6 is probably the reason why a lot of people discovered them back then. California Dreamin'. I feel like this song's very relevant today. A lot of people want to dream, maybe not so specifically of California, but a better place and space for them. So you could definitely take the words, lyrics, and rearrange them to fit your specific feelings and manifestations. Now number 5, this song I remember specifically discovering because of our local radio station, KDSK. So we love listening to the oldies station. This is just I just love. They also also have a live stream online. So if you Google KDSK, you guys can also listen to the radio station if you guys really vintage vibes of a radio station. And I remember it came on and I was like, that cannot be the Mamas and Papas. For some reason, it just didn't register to me in my brain as a Mamas and Papas song. But I really love I Saw Her Again. Now, number 4, I love this song. I just don't like the lyrics about them calling Cass Elliot fat. It was a different space and time when the song was written. I know Cass took a lot of, she was she took a brunt of a lot of jokes, and I hate that back then with the media. It disgusts me when I think back to it, even though she would probably play into it, which God rest her soul. But I love the arrangement, I love the lyrics, I love all the harmonies together. It's a really good song. Now number 3 is Twist and Shout. This is a cover of the Beatles, but also I think that I said the Isley Brothers. Somebody else did it around this. Like there's a everybody was doing I feel like covers of covers at the time. And part of the 60s. So this is their version of Twist and Shout. I absolutely love it. Their harmonies, their vocals together, so beautiful. Now number 2 is Dream a Little Dream of Me. All the D's in this title. I love this one. I'm a hopeless romantic. I love the vocals that Cass did on this song. I love the arrangement. I love how hopeless romantic it makes me feel in 2025. That's all I'm gonna say. And then my number 1 song by the Mamas and Papas, and again, this is a cover of another song, I believe. I can't remember who did it. It was one of those girl groups. It wasn't the Ronettes. It was one of those I can't remember the name of them. Is that the Shirelles? It was one of them. It is dedicated to the one I love. Cass and Michelle's vocals together, and of course the boys singing together. So supreme. They really turned this song around, because I love the original version. I think it was by the Shirelles. If not, I'll correct myself post-editing. But they made it more, I want to say more pop-esque a little bit, and not so slow. You can feel the vocals in your soul, if that makes sense. But those are my top 10 Mamas and Papas songs. If you made it this far in this video, thank you guys so much for watching another installment of my Spotify series. I promise I will be doing Cass Elliot soon in an upcoming Spotify Spotlight. I just love doing these and going through and realizing songs that have been a part of my life for so long. I'm literally 23 now, 23 and a half. I discovered the Mamas and Papas when I was still in high school. As funny as that sounds in 2025, so we do not let the music die. I think it's crazy how important music has become, and everything old comes back new, if that makes sense. But I'll catch you guys in one of my next videos. So hope you soon. Love you, bye.